WKP's home in Hollywood, California, at our own arena, the WKP Arena. But unfortunately, no gimmicks needed Stephen Watts is not medically cleared. Partially because of that right hook of Raven's. Raven, amazing match last week. We did make history. We were the highest rated, as per Dave Meltzer, 5.5 stars. The best opening match that WKP Friday Night Vendetta has ever had. Thank you. Congratulations. We made history. What else can I say? But really, truly, the reason why I'm not medically cleared is because, as you've all seen the footage and the pictures, I got jumped in the parking lot at the TD Gardens in Boston, Massachusetts. Now, I knew when I came back to WKP that I was going to have a target on my back, waving the flag of professional wrestling and trying to turn the tide here in WKP and get rid of that outlaw mud show BS that was up and down the card. And I think I've done a good job so far. But then I've done things that have just made that target on my back just get bigger and bigger. One, I'm running around preaching, respect and hustle, like John Cena. No, joking. But reality is, I preach respect for each other in the locker room, that we can be the best company out there. So I know that puts a target on my back and magnifies it. Becoming the number one contender for the Intercontinental title magnified the target on the back. Beating the current Friday Night Vendetta champion in a non-title match magnified that target on my back. Becoming Mr. Money in the Bank magnified that target on my back. Having a spotlight feud against Lunatic that literally tore down the house, got us suspended. But for 5 weeks, that was probably the best feud WKP has seen in a couple of years, at least the most personal. But it magnified the target on my back. I get it. I ruffle some feathers by doing things the right way. But when I was fighting Lunatic, I had to accept advice. And that sometimes for me is hard. I accepted advice from an old foe. And it did make the difference. Now, I've been reluctant to accept more advice because someone keeps calling and trying to give it to me. I've always kind of stood alone, but it's becoming very apparent with the target on my back that I need someone to watch that back. And sometimes you gotta look outside yourself for those who you think would be best for you. Yeah, sure, I could probably gather up a group of guys and call ourselves the Shooters Catch Whatever Society. Shooters Catch Society. There you go. But no. I still don't know who jumped me. But I know who didn't. I know Raven didn't. I know Mary J didn't. I know Doris didn't. Heck, I even know the Lunatic didn't do it. He's got an alibi, apparently. So, when it comes to finding someone to be my partner, to stand side by side, to make sure that I'm not getting jumped all the time, sometimes you need someone who's a polar opposite. Sometimes you need a lunatic.